Iron Lords podcast. All right, and we are live. Iron Lord Podcast, lordsofgaming.net. I am Lord Cognito, and who is this fine gentleman we have in the realm today?
Hello guys, I'm Radek. I'm a producer in Anshar Studios, and currently I'm working on GAMEDEC, our Cyberpunk Isometric narrative RPG.
Woo! Now, GAMEDEC definitely caught my eye. I seen Cyberpunk, I seen Isometric RPG. I said, I need to set up an appointment with these guys. So a lot of games are coming out from Polish studios, you know, a lot of creative projects. Give us the whole premise and idea behind GAMEDEC. What's the story? Give the people who don't have a clue.
Okay, so GAMEDEC is based on a book series of Polish author Martin Andrim, and it's a story about a detective who's solving cases in virtual worlds. So you need to log in into different games in Warsaw City in 22nd century.
Awesome, awesome. So let's get right into the game, man. Enough further ado talking. Let's talk about it. So we got the demo right now of GAMEDEC. So let's see some gameplay of what's going on here, man. This game looks phenomenal. The art style looks fantastic.
Thank you very much. And okay, we're currently in Realium. It's a low city. It's like a slums of the Warsaw City in 22nd century. And we were asked by our client Stan to log in and meet him in harvest time. In order to do so, we're gonna have to use a coach, because that's how you're supposed to log in into games in the future. And as you can see, we're gonna go
straight to the bar. We go straight to the bar. The bouncer says. The bouncer's examining us.
Yeah, and he's giving us a hard time, so we can use our aspect, which is our character creation system. We can just try to talk our way through it, or just make a standard tabletop roll on charisma. I'm gonna use aspect because it's the most it's the most safe solution.
Now I want to back you up because you actually said a cool point. Now you said that with charisma, you can roll different attributes for your character. How does that work? What if I wanted to get my charisma up? What would I have to do?
Yeah, if you want to rise your charisma, you need to talk a lot to the people and convince them. But there is no fail state in the game. So if you fail in a dialogue, you, for example, get a nice bonus, because we all learn from our failures, right?
Gotcha.
So there is no a wrong choice in this.
Okay.
And yeah, your character will be built by your choices in dialogues, in interactions, based on how do you approach the problems in the game.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good. Very cool.
And this is an opportunity for me to tell you a little bit more on how we approach the design of the case. Every single case in our game was first prototyped as tabletop RPG. We have a game master or a creative director, Marcin, and we played multiple sessions, for example, for harvest time, and just write down and record what choices the player makes. And for example, for us, it was, you're going into the bar, so let's get your drink.
Let's get your drink on, baby.
So we're gonna talk with bartender all day.
Already. It's necessary in your game to have this. I love this.
And he don't wanna let us in to coach if we don't pay him, or we can use an aspect that we are esports
celebrity. I like that.
Yes, exactly. And esports guys just play for free, so we're not gonna pay. We're gonna save this money for later.
Okay.
And yeah, we can. That's pre-alpha.
Pre-alpha. We are pre-alpha. Now again, you said this was initially based off a tabletop game, also.
Not a game, but like a session.
Like a session.
We made a session because it's our in-house system, not some Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
So we found the bed.
Yeah, and this one is ready. This one is working. So we just enter harvest time. And we have to find Stan. We can do it in multiple ways. We can ask someone, make some investigation. We can explore, or we can use, for example, mini game, do something for someone, like a little side quest.
Now let me ask you a quick question.
Yep.
For those who don't understand the concept of harvest time, explain what's happening right now.
Okay, so harvest time is a game inside of a game.
Exactly.
It's a free-to-play game, so we are laughing a little bit on those Farmville things with a progress bars or a money counter here. If you grind some money, actually you can do what you can do in the free-to-play games. For example, you can grind some money and spend it for a gun, or order a drink in a saloon, and so on and so on and so on. As you can see, there are players. They're hardcore grinders.
Right.
So
This is funny.
they're like making money. And here's the stun. So we're gonna ask him like what our job is, and he will tell us that something is happening to players. That there are different accidents, and they have some pains and so on. And actually, we unlocked information in deduction that they all have similar symptoms.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cover deduction system in a second.
Okay.
This is our basic system to conclude the case.
Gotcha.
We have a question that we want to find the answer
find
for.
out, right?
Yep. We have clues to the left, and we will have some interpretation of the question right here. And depending on player's choice, there is no right and wrong choice in our
Okay.
game. The different path will unlock. So the different characters will come up, different like interactions and so on and so on. Maybe even you will log into totally different games.
Wow. So again, based on that whole, if you pull up that chart, this can path out a bunch of different ways.
Yes.
Based on the interactions. Okay.
Yes, as you see, it's pretty huge,
Yes.
and it's gonna be even bigger for some cases.
Okay.
But right now we need to find out what's going on with those workers.
Right.
So we can, for example, just grind some money
Okay.
because they're experiencing some pain. So we can just find out if we have the same.
Gotcha. Because people are complaining in the game that while they're doing that, they be getting pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Player
And
fell down. Is he glitched? Okay. Wow.
there is some accident, and we can.
There's a lot of problems with this game, man.
Yep.
People are just passing out.
Yep. Yep. We can.
This game bugged me. I don't know if I want to log into this one.
Yeah, we can just try to hack it and find out what's going on. We can make a roll on intelligence, and it's a success. So we're gonna lock him safely. And now we know that they have some accelerate coaches there, right? So it's right here. We can find out more. We can actually talk with people here.
He's feeling dizzy again, too.
Yeah, he's feeling dizzy. Something's wrong. So we can ask him about it. Nothing happened, but there are a lot of people. We can talk with Janet,
Okay.
and Janet will tell us that Zhivago steals something from her, some painkillers.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Actually, it will be Benita.
Oh, let's talk to Benita. Let's talk to Benita.
Let's take the Benita. Yeah, and she was robbed.
Okay.
So right now, if we talk with her, she will tell us to talk to Zhivago.
Gotcha.
But right here, we can find out that there is some skin on the fence.
Okay.
And we can steal it and put it on, and we will find out that the time is speed up when we have a orange skin. Right now, it's not visible on the game deck,
Right.
but it will be in the final game.
In the final build, we'll have that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is pre-alpha, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And we can examine it. And here's Zhivago. Yeah, Pills Candy.
Pills kid.
Pills Candy. Nothing happened. But, oh no, not yet. A little bit more.
So more investigation needed.
Yes, exactly. We need about 4 clues to conclude the case.
Okay.
And Marika have a speech problem, so it's another one.
So would you describe GameDec's gameplay loop as investigations, getting clues to get objectives unlocked, and to keep? Is that what you consider a lot of the core gameplay loop?
Yes, exactly. It's about the whole game is about interacting with people, about interrogating them,
Yes.
like finding out what's going on, but also like a mini systems inside specific for every case. For example, here you have those little free-to-play mechanics where you
Right.
can grind money,
Right.
but for different game it will be some, for example, a combat or something totally else,
Okay.
depending on the
good.
genre of the game.
Sounds good. So there's different genres of games. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes,
That's pretty
exactly.
cool.
It's gonna be a lot because the city, like a life of 22nd century citizens, it's similar to Ready Player One, for example.
Ah, okay,
You
okay.
spend a lot of your life inside virtual worlds.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay,
Like that.
we have the fourth clue,
Okay.
and right now we can conclude the case. And for example, say that someone else is pulling the strings, so we are gonna uncover different path in deduction.
Right.
We can say that it's a bug or a feature, so the story will unfold in totally different direction. Or we can just say that they're
Junkies.
and we don't care. We don't give a damn
Right.
about them, and we will just come back to Stan. Tell Stan, okay, give me my money. I don't want to have anything like common
do
with
with
you.
it,
Yeah, and we actually do it. We can explore a little more. We can like change our mind
Okay.
at this point.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Yeah.
But I'm rather solid guy, so I'm just gonna tell Stan.
Like, they're
that
junkies, we're
he's
moving on.
junkie, and he will stop doing drugs, and all be fine.
Okay.
But the kid will call us. Kid is a game whom we meet in a previous case, and if we share with him our conclusion from the deduction,
Yeah.
he will share something with us. He will give us another clue, so we can change our mind and explore a little bit more.
Nice.
He's gonna tell us about Nanette. There is a foundation. Nanette is a boss of the foundation, and as you see, we have another information deduction. Yeah, exactly,
Awesome.
and another. But choice between Keith, Nanette, and maybe someone else, because the bad guy in this case is just for another demo.
This is awesome, man. I like the premise. Cyberpunk, a lot of investigation. I like the whole harvest thing. And you said different games are coming, right? Different
exactly.
games. So
It's not the one game.
not just the harvest. Like we're also gonna get, like you said, maybe some combat. Maybe can you hint us a little other game genres we might get?
Not yet, it's too soon to tell, but we are working on something huge, and we are coming to the Kickstarter very, very soon. So stay tuned, guys, because it's gonna be bomb.
Awesome. So GameDeck, go over to Kickstarter, Steam initially, and maybe hopefully if things go right, maybe the platforms if things go right,
We're
consoles.
thinking about it. We're thinking about it. We're planning something, but it's too soon. We're gonna announce when we're ready.
All right. You heard it here first. GameDeck, Iron Lord Podcast, LordGamesGame.net. Very unique title. We're going to be following this very closely. An absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much. Add us to wishlist and have a good one.
All right, you too.